I'll continue this until this thing runs out of battery power. Shouldn't be too long. Okay. Okay, I'll continue this again. Again, when I'm reading the Muslims, I'll be using this side of my face. When I read mine, this side. Okay. When I read my words, I'll be this side. And when I'm doing the Muslims, I'll do a mock Arabic accent. Okay. I'll continue. And I'm not going to concentrate on you so much because sometimes this just doesn't upload, so I end up wasting my time. So I must be doing this one because I know I can make a lot of copies out of this one, but with you, sorry. So that's going to be, this crappy version is going to be more original than this one. Alright, I'll continue here. Ignorant, you say, the ball is in your corner. Right, it's in your corner. Lock, where the heck lock means. No, it is in your corner. No, it isn't. For where on the net did you find a Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 to do that with, and when? I am telling you that your translation is wrong. If so, where on the net did you find a Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 to do that with? You know, put it through Google Translate when it was in Arabic. Where and when? I have never given you the link with the explanations. Oh, no, I have given you the links with explanations. When and where. And by the way, I did find out later he did, but he didn't give me the link. He just gave me the stuff, and when I was able to take the top part and put it through my web browser, do you think it took me to Sunan Abu Dawud? No, it took me to Sahih, that's sound authentic, Muslim 8:34:33, 34:32, yeah. He took me there instead of Sunan Abu Dawud 22150. That's called Taqiyya, folks. Okay. I have given you the links with explanations. When and where. All you did is say you put it through Google Translate yourself. If so, where on the net did you find a Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 to do that with? And when? I will copy and paste the original text here. No problem if I have to. First, tell me, where on the net did you find a Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 in Arabic to do that with, and when? And then you will say you have altered the original text. He did alter the original text. Well, he didn't really alter it. He just found one that was like it, but it said instead of saying having intercourse with the women in the presence of their husbands who were unbelievers, it said it felt uncomfortable about having sex with the captured women whose husbands were polytheists. That's the Sahih Muslim. He took me to Sahih Muslim and not Sunan Abu Dawud. Okay, and then you will say you have altered the original text. Yeah, he did alter the original text. Not if I have proof that it is a real Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 and not screwed around with by a Muslim doing taqiyya. And he was. I want to tell you something. What's it say when you have the only way you can defend Islam is by lying and in diversion and manipulating? It shouldn't a religion be based on truth? Why this deception? That's why I want you to do this. Fine. Thus, where on the net did you find a Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 in Arabic to do that with? Put it through Google Translate. Where and when? Find the original text. Put it into Google Translate. Very easy. Where on the net did you find a Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 to do that with, and when? You claim you did, thus it can be found. Can it not? So where on the net is that Sunan Abu Dawud 22150 to do that with? And when did you do it? You ignorant ass. Quote, why did you convert? Right. No, I changed the subject. Right, I asked that. Lock. Where the heck lock means? Islam is for me, and it makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect sense that the Sahih sound authentic hadith has Satan sleeping in the upper interior nose at night, And the rock running off with Moses' clothing so Moses would angrily run off naked and strike at that stone instead of saying, "What the hell is a stone doing? Run off with my clothes." It makes perfect sense that when the Sahih authentic, having Muhammad saying, "If you eat 7 Ajwa dates in the morning, you'll be protected all day from both magic and poison." I know no Muslim's gonna test that by eating some cyanide, eating 7 Ajwa dates in the morning, or having the Sahih authentic, where Muhammad saying the sun, after running to a resting place, seeks a permission to rise again. Those make perfect sense to you. I am open-minded to the point of even believing the earth is spread out on the back of a giant fish called a nun. That all I had to throw down mountains as pegs to keep to keep the earth from being destroyed by the agitation of that fish. Really? Yeah. And I believe there is a creator, and Islam is the final call, and Muhammad is the messenger and slave of Allah. Because you have to, or you will have your head sawed off to mindless chance of Allah is greater, right? That's why. Are you sure? And praying is hard only for those who have no fear of Allah. Oh. You don't fear Allah even though it supposedly wrote special instructions for you before you were born on whether or not you would go to paradise or end up in hell, and boast of being the best of deceivers by only making it appear that Jesus went to the cross when it secretly took Jesus up to be with him up in heaven. You sure you don't fear such a thing that tries to motivate you into killing for it by promising you an eternal erect penis around 500 little boys who are to just feed you grapes as all? You sure you don't fear that? I mean, how can you be so trusting of something that promises something like that, So I don't understand. So I understand why you find that hard. Well, thanks for admitting that. Thanks for admitting that. You're ignorant. You say you believe in 36. Quran 36, 42. You believe in blood clots. No, you believe in blood clots as embryos, true. And by the way, 36, 43, 42 has nothing to do with blood clots. It infers that the sun and moon travel in vessels similar to their offspring Noah. In other words, the sun and moon travel in Noah's Ark. And if you read the Al-Tabari hadith, you find out that the sun and moon travel in a chariot, and the chariot is made out of water and it circles the earth, and the sun and moon swim in that thing. That's what, when the Quran says the sun and moon swim in an orbit, that's the orbit they're swimming in. It's this water held over our head by the power of Allah. Oh well. No, you believe. Okay, Locke, wherever Locke is. I believe in everything Quran says. False. For you will not come to me for my reading the before scriptures, Bible, like Quran 1094 tells you to, if you are in doubt about the clear signs of the Quran. You believe the Bible is corrupted. Thus you can't believe Quran 548 that says it confirms whatever scripture that went before it. And you can't believe that the Quran confirms every scripture that went before it like the Quran says. You don't believe Quran 424 when it says all married women are forbidden to you except. You have to believe Quran 424 is only talking about marriage and not how it's presented in Dawud 2:2150 and Muslim 8:34-33. So you don't believe in everything the Quran says. I have already told you the translation error about blood clots. I think it's mean blood clots. I bet you feel you did a fantastic job of it. True? Bet you feel you did a fantastic job of it. True? It is not blood clot, but leech-like substance. False. For why is that surah called the clot, and not the leech-like substance? Again, point us to a Quran written before we knew embryos attach themselves to the urine wall to make the Quran scientific. Where is that Quran in English for us to see that it said it first, and not Muslims saying the clot, alak, can mean the clinging leech as well? Where is that old Quran? I know I've asked that question many times, but do you think he ever answers? No. There is a world-famous embryologist in Toronto. He saw these verses and converted to Islam. Was Toronto established before the Quran was handed down? You know? Yeah. Was Toronto established before the Quran was handed down? Again, where is that old Quran that has it as cleaning leech-like substance before we knew about embryo embedding? Where is that Quran? What makes you think that you know embryology better than him? If he converted to a religion that has the Sahih, sound authentic hadith saying Satan sleeping in the upper interior of your nose, and a rock running off with Moses' clothing, so Moses would angrily run off naked and strike at the stone, instead of asking, what the hell is this rock running off with my clothes? Or the Sahih, authentic, having Muhammad saying, if you eat 7 Android dates in the morning, you'll be protected all day from both magic and poison. Or having the Sahih, authentic, where Muhammad saying the sun, after running to a resting place, seeks permission to rise again. I have a feeling. Well, I'll let you figure it out. Who I think probably knows embryology better here, okay? Really. You're ignorant. You're Satan sleeping in your nose. Don't believe the Sahih sound authentic hadith that says such lunacy. Or are you going to say instead, don't believe the Sahih sound authentic hadith says Satan sleeps in your nose at night? Or are you going to suddenly go back to being a Qurani and say you don't believe in the hadith, even though the hadith that says this is Sahih? I better see if I can. Okay. I better quit it right here. But yeah.